Gifts I do not want to give my daughter. A Disney action figure of every animal that no longer walks the earth. A gas mask to keep out the thick air that trails the school route with heavy smoke fingers. The mask will be green, of course, to match her school uniform. A signed confession admitting that I did not act, I did not change, I don't know why. A question mark over her future.
This is the year where we have to begin to make a difference, and arts and creativity can have a fundamental role.
Today is a really important coming together of speakers and performances, all kind of centred around how the cultural sector kind of responds to the climate emergency.
To all devote ourselves with all our uniqueness together to speak up on the one thing that affects all of us.
It's not just an event with a few experts, but it's peppered and littered throughout with creative, disruptive interventions and poetry and music, which is fantastic.
When confronting big ideas, having music to open the heart first, to release you into the real hard recognition of what you don't really want to have to hear is very profound. I feel like the head changing that we need is going to be led by the heart and music.
Brian Eno, he spoke about some things that make artists realize how important we are. Sometimes we don't know how important we are, and I think he made that really clear, what we can do and how also we should all keep playing and discovering all the time. And this is the way to really keep, our world alive.
I think one of my highlights has been the prevalence of the word love. We often don't talk about love when we think about things like climate and ecology. In my own organisation, the Horniman, we're using the word love in terms of love of the next generation.
I offered a ritual performance where we all tied knots together, and a lot of people became connected through the knot magic, and that was my aim.
We were asked to tie together string, which was magically hidden under our seats, then created a kinship, a group of collected people. So it was a really nice way of forging connections.
I'm going to misquote the old, it's the second best time to plant a tree is today, the best time was 20 years ago. We couldn't be planting more of these sorts of events, really. They are so vital for those in the room, those watching online, to take those extra steps.
Imagine the kind of next 10 years and the challenges that we face. Having spaces like this that are almost kind of safe and nurturing, led by artists, led by creatives, spaces that we can imagine and take a couple of steps into what that full-on social, political, everything change might look like, feels really heartening.
I have learned new things today. A lady called Zamzam who spoke about the environment and us being conscious about it should be about all of us rather than the West. And that's one thing that didn't come up to my mind at first, but now that I think about it, it's happening now, and people need to be accommodated now in places of poverty as well.
The number of young people that have spoken today and that have considerable interest and influence in climate emergency, we really need to wake up as an industry. We need to work together and ensure that ours and their future is sustainable.